Hello guys, TAFHG here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing something with my main PC. Now this is the computer that I just want to work and not have to fiddle with, and since I've set it up in this case earlier this year, that has been exactly the case. It's just done what I've needed it to do and I've had no reason to open it. So this is the first time I've opened it since about April, May time. I believe we are now in December, so yeah, that's quite good going for me, and it is quite dusty in here, but that is not a concern for today. Today we're going to be adding something to it, and we're going to be adding this. This is a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth PCIe card. This particular one is by Ubit, I believe. I just bought whatever was the cheapest and best rated thing on Amazon at the time. That was about 6 months ago. I just haven't got round to doing this video. So this is what we're going to be putting in there. I'll put a screenshot of the listing up on screen so you can get all the specs and that sort of thing, because I don't know. So yeah, have a look at that if you're interested. So all we're going to be doing is installing this today and hopefully getting it to work. So it looks like we get a low profile adapter in this bag, along with a USB 2 motherboard header cable that's needed for Bluetooth to work. So we will need that. Comes with a silver and a black screw, so you can use whichever matches your aesthetic, I guess. The actual card is in there, we'll get to that in a minute. It comes with a screwdriver, which is a nice touch. I actually forgot to bring one today, so yeah, that is very helpful. And then we have the antennas themselves. These things are quite long. Reference next for graphics card, if you can see. They're quite long, but yeah, they will get the job done. Little driver disc, probably won't need that because Windows is usually quite good at just recognizing devices like these. And then we've got a very good looking installation guide that, again, I don't think we'll need because this should be pretty straightforward. So let's take the actual card out of this bag and take a look at what I've actually bought. So yeah, here it is. Hopefully you can see that alright. It's green, which isn't the best colour, but it will get the job done. And it tells us on the back to download the drivers, and that can be done with the QR code. Probably won't need to, but if I do need to, then at least it's there. And we don't need the low profile adapter on in this case, and that's where our antennas screw into the back. So this is going to be pretty straightforward. I'll use the included screwdriver and I'll take the correct slot cover off the back. I'm going to put it directly below my USB card because I think that's just going to be the best place to put it. I don't want to put it above because it'll get in the way of my graphics card ports. So yeah, putting it there is probably for the best. Alright, I've got a little bit of a closer angle. And will this screwdriver work? Yes, it will. There we are, I've got the cover out. And this is going in a full-size slot, but this is not a full-size card, so it'll just take up a bit of the slot, which is fine. I'll have to get the angle right because I've never seemed to be able to line these things up, but it should be quite easy. There we are, card has slid right in, and so it doesn't fall out, I'm going to put my original screw back in straight away. It's good that they include spares in case you don't have one, but thankfully I've got my own, so let's just get that screw in there. There we are, that is now plugged in all the way, and what we're going to need to do is plug in this cable as well. So the end with the white connector on it goes into the card and the black end goes into my motherboard. Where's the port on it? I haven't got a clue. Right, it's on the end, so it can just clip into the end of the card. There we are. And the other end can just go into any free USB 2.0 header that you've got conveniently. I've got one right next to the card down here at the bottom. So click that in just like that. That's in. And now we've just got a bit of a dangly cable that I'm not too bothered about because this case doesn't have a side window. And yeah, it can just sit like that. Alright, so that is that. The card is now installed. Hopefully you can see that alright in there, down below my USB card. Looks pretty cool. Turning it around, you can then see where it is on the back of the PC. Hopefully that is focusing okay. And I don't think it matters which antenna goes into which slot, so we can just screw those on. Put them on as tight as we can and then just like poke them upwards or whatever angle you want. I'm guessing like having them both pointing upwards will be best. Of course you can angle them so they don't get in the way of your ports, which is always good. But if I stuck mine up like that, it might get in the way of my graphics card, so I can just move them both out of the way a bit. And yeah, that looks pretty cool to me. If you've ever seen my videos before, you'll know that I like the look of a full computer. I don't like empty space, and this is going along quite well with my quest to not have an empty computer, because that is now another PCI slot successfully taken up, and I just think that that looks pretty cool. Let me see what the inside looks like again. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's now plug my computer back in and see if it works. Alright, so I've plugged my computer back in, and apologies for the mess. My office is a disaster at the moment, but it will be getting sorted soon. And I've specifically not connected the internet to this computer just to see if it'll connect to Wi-Fi and that sort of thing straight away without having to download drivers or anything, just out of curiosity. So let's turn this thing on and hopefully it'll boot and hopefully it'll work. Alright, so I've turned the computer on and it's just doing quite a lot of swirling on a black screen, which is kind of curious, but hopefully not a problem updating your system. Right, okay, let's just let it do this. And I don't think it's Windows Update, it's probably because it's detected a new piece of hardware and it's just trying to work out what's going on, I guess. But it seems to be going quite quickly, so not too concerned about that. Alright, we are now booted up, and can you see that? It is giving us the options to connect to Wi-Fi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my password in and see if it'll work. Yeah, it looks like it's connected. Let's make sure that this is definitely working. And yeah, it looks like it's working. My wired connection's definitely not connected. So this is definitely over Wi-Fi. Let's do a speed test just to see what it's running at. That looks alright to me. Yeah, that'll do me just fine. 141 download and 72 upload. That seems pretty good. And the Bluetooth is working as well. As you can see at the bottom, available devices, tab PC. That is my computer. So yeah, the Bluetooth functionality is working on this too. So seems like this thing is fully working to me. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this was interesting in some way. I'm quite happy now because I've got a more full computer and I've got more features. I've got Bluetooth so I can have my headphones connected, and I've got Wi-Fi for whenever I need Wi-Fi. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.